what they said about me, but I know what God says, and that's enough. They tried to tell me I was never enough, too broken, too different, too hard to love. But I looked in the mirror and changed my view, 'cause I started seeing me the way you do. I'm beautiful, I'm chosen, I'm covered in grace. Got heaven's fingerprints all over my face. I walk through the fire, but I'm still standing tall. If God is beside me, I'm afraid of nothing at all. I don't need their approval, I don't need their applause. When the world says no, I remember who I am, because God says so. God says so. I'm blessed and highly favored, and I know so. God says so. Hey, God says so. He don't play about me, I'm his child, that's for sure. I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm covered in his love. I'm walking in my purpose, and I know where I'm from. God says so. If he said it, then it's done. I've been through nights I thought would never end. Cried so many tears I couldn't hide them. But every single tear became a seed, and now I'm living in the blessing meant for me. What was meant to break me made me stronger. What I thought was no just made me wait longer. Doors started opening I couldn't force. God redirected me and changed my course. Now I walk different, talk different, love different, dream different. I know my worth, I know my name, and I know who gets the glory when I win this game. When I don't feel beautiful, he says I am. When I don't feel worthy, he says I am. When I feel forgotten, he says you're mine. When I feel defeated, he says get up. I am chosen, I am covered, I am blessed, I am loved, I am his child, and that will never change. Who told you you weren't enough? God says you are. Who told you you couldn't make it? God says you can. Who told you your story was over? God says it's not. Who are you? I'm his child. What are you? Blessed. What are you? Highly favored. And who says so? God says so. Oh, hey. Oh, God says so. Oh, God says so. I'm blessed and highly favored, and I know so. God says so. Hey, God says so. He don't play about me, I'm his child, that's for sure. I'm beautiful, yes I am. Yes I am. Yes I am. I'm worthy, yes I am. Yes I am. Yeah, I'm chosen, yes I am. Yes I am. Covered by his love, yes I am. Yes I am. Yeah, God says so. God says so. If he said it, then it's done. I don't care what they say, I know what God says. I am loved, I am chosen, I am blessed, I am highly favored. I'm his child, God says so, and that's all I need to know.